New from Vinegar Syndrome is Trampa infernal, Hell's Trap from 1990, directed by Pedro Galindo III. This is another Mexican horror movie starring Pedro Fernandez, who I really like as a lead character. There is something kind of enjoyable about this character. I like spending time with him. I like to see him as the leading man. In this storyline, which is wafer thin, we see some guys who have a kind of back and forth. 4 guys, 2 pairs who really don't like each other and keep having these kind of bets to see who can outmacho each other. And at the start, we kind of see a paintball fight standoff, much akin to The Man with the Golden Gun, only not nearly as well done, as they kind of have this little tete-a-tete.
Ni modo, Mauricio. Otra vez te tocó perder, man. Sí, ¿verdad? Sí.
And then when they go for a diner afterwards, they talk about, well, let's do one more challenge. Let's see how far we can push the realms. Let's go to this woods where there seems to be a bear attacking people and see who can take down the bear as being the macho man. So we get a group of people jump in the car, go to the woods to hunt this bear, kind of, and just kind of mess around. But what they don't know is there is some strange Freddy Krueger, John Rambo type of guy who's hiding out in the woods, an ex-army guy who does 2 things: keeps his face hidden by a really kind of creepy mask and killing people. He has a claw like Freddy Krueger. He likes to jump out and slash people most parts, and when he can't slash them, he'll just shoot them with a machine gun. And for the rest of the movie, we just have people running about the woods, screaming, being attacked, sometimes killed, sometimes getting away, until the final finale. And you know how this thing's going to play out. It's 76 minutes, it's incredibly short, and still feels too long at the same time.
Se ve que no tienes cabeza para otra cosa, por eso estás tan panzón.
¿Tan panzón? Ya quisieras. No como tú que pareces banquete para perro, puros huesos.
I kind of like the fact that the production values are so minimal. You can tell they don't have a lot of money, and they're just kind of messing around for the most part. The story, they don't really have one. You know, group of guys just going to the woods to mess around, crap hams. And that's the entirety of the film. There are no great characters here that drive it forward. There's an interesting looking bad guy, but ultimately we don't know the motivations, we don't need them, and the kills just aren't that special or fun, which left me wanting more. A lot more. Just a hell of a lot more. Anything. I'd have took anything. Anything that would have been redeeming for this one, I would have loved. This is one of those ruthless decisions where I went, Hell's Trap, I'm never going to watch this again. This is automatically going to have to be sold. It needs to be got rid of because it taints my collection. I found the characters to be loathsome a lot of the time. There weren't anything interesting about them, and anything that I did deem interesting on these characters was what I brought into it. Pedro Fernandez was because I carried over my interest from him from Vacation of Terror 1 and 2. I liked this character, so I was glad to see him here because it gave me an easy character to like. Even though there's no definition within the character portrayal itself, I still kind of liked him. The rest of the guys, they're cannon fodder, and I'm waiting on them to be brutally murdered, but it's never as brutal or as fun as I hoped. This had possibilities to go with it, and it has some interesting moments, but not enough to really save it from being tedious, a little bit boring, a little bit uninteresting. Just wasn't for me. Hell's Trap. Well, the trap was me watching this movie. One I won't fall into again. I would love to know what you think of this. If you've got a different opinion, if you loved it or felt that it was just terrific, then let me know in the comment box below. Let other people know why you enjoyed this, and maybe they'll check it out, or maybe they'll not. It's up to them. Let's give them a difference of opinion. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box below, are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.